All right, folks, good evening. Just doing a little, once again, another metal update video. I have a series of different metals here. First of all, what we got over here is this is the copper nickel. I melted out a bar of that size and came in that graphite ingot mold right there. And this flat bar here, that came in the ingot mold. Well, it's outside right now. And I'm going to remelt it because I've been sanding and grinding it, and I got that defect right there. It's about an 1/8 inch deep. That must have been a chunk of the crucible itself. Something went in there, and, well, that's going to be a remelt. So my goal is to get these two size bars out of that ingot mold, which gives me that. And then my carbon steel ingot mold, get a smaller flat bar. And one of each size. There's copper right here. This one I finished. That came out real nice. Almost to a mirror finish. I'm not quite done with it yet. That's the bottom of it. Had a little bit of pitting there and holes, but that doesn't matter because that's the bottom. There's the top where I'm going to stamp it. What will really make the difference is when I buff it with a buffing wheel and some buffing wax. That's going to put a mirror finish on there. I can almost see my ugly mug. Here's another piece of copper here. This is again in the carbon steel mold. And that's going to be a remelt, just like that flat bar. Too many defects. I'm actually going to try to sand that one down. All that pitting and all that. I'll just be grinding it and wasting my time. So I'm going to remelt that and skim it a little bit better. I think I need to preheat the mold a little bit better. Make it so it's red hot when I pour the stuff. Here's an aluminum bar I've melted. I wrote that 180 grit because that's where I left off. Some holes there. I'm going to get those out, I think. Make it a little bit better. So a few small holes there. Not bad, all in all. And that's the bottom. There's this big divot here. Aluminum shrinks real bad when it cools. There's just nothing you can do about that. This is how it is. That's just how it works in metallurgy, I guess. But it turned out pretty good, so that's why I decided to refinish it. This bar here is aluminum bronze. Kind of looks like the copper nickel. You can see it's got a different color or hue to it, so to speak. This looks like more gold. I would have refinished this except for that defect right there. That's unacceptable. So, yeah. In addition to this copper bar, that's going to be a remelt too. I just can't stop with finding defects. Oh, that's right. That big fat brass bar I got. I'm going to remelt it, even though I started to refinish it. And the reason is it traps some steel in there. Usually steel floats to the surface of brass. Right there, there, and right there is a chunk of steel that got lodged in there. I was doing it at night after I had several beers, and so even though they all look similar, they are different. There's aluminum bronze, there's brass, and there's copper nickel. It might be kind of hard to see the difference, truly, on video. I mean, I can see it here. That looks like more gold. Brass is just really yellowish. And copper nickel is kind of a combination of the two. Copperish brass, if that makes any sense. But the point is, I'm getting it down to a science. Again, it's all trial and error. I'm trying all this stuff. Melting different metals and doing different stuff. My goal is to just melt a couple bars of every alloy available. At least non-ferrous metals. I don't care about steel or cast iron or anything like that. Man, this little copper bar turned out real nice, man. I'm gonna have a mirror finish on that. I don't care about that, like I said. That's the bottom. I'm gonna get my stencil set, lay out some lines, and just put stamp 999 fine copper. Just like that. As I will with everything. You just put it on a shelf and there it'll sit. Yeah, this big brass bar, I'm going to remelt that. I shouldn't have poured that. That's going to be a beast to melt that down again. But I want to get that steel out of there. And I shouldn't have poured such a giant friggin' bar. It was kind of pointless and needless. So, on all the metals, be it aluminum, bronze, brass, copper, nickel, plain copper, and aluminum, I'm going to get one size out of this ingot mold, and one size of this big, larger, flatter bar. Just have them stacked one on top of the other. I think that'd be cool, all stamped. Okay, that's it. Other than that, everybody just keep safe from the coronavirus. Have a great night. And everybody be safe. All right. That's it. God bless y'all. I love y'all. Bye.